Hey, hey, hey. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I am so excited to be here. If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is WXRLP Nashville, 101.5 FM, and this is DJ Jelly, and it is now time for Dear Jelly. I hope you enjoyed those tunes from, prior. You hope those tunes from DJ Nick with loud, trashy noise. Always a good time with him. And so, how are you? Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I do hope that moms and mom figures, and I just hope that every single one who is a caretaker for a child in some sort of way feels special on today, because you are. So happy Mother's Day, happy Caretaker Day, happy Parent Day. Just happy, happy, happy to you. We are going to, speaking of caretakers, speaking of mothers, we are talking about Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Who do you spend Mother's Day with? Do you spend it with the matriarch of your family, or do you spend Mother's Day with your significant other? Are they okay with this? How do you choose? What if one demands that you're with them and not the other? How do you choose? What do you do? That's what we're talking about on today. And I'm curious as to who you spend it with. Do you spend it with Bae, or do you spend it with Mom? Who do you spend it with if they both demand that you spend one without the other, or that you make it more about them than the other? That's what we're talking about today. And before we get into that, let's go ahead and get into some music. You listen to Dear Jelly on the X. Hey, Nora. Hey, Jenna. How y'all doing today? Happy Mother's Day to all the mommies. Oh, Jesus. What I got? Hey, Jenna. Happy Mother's Day. Hey, Nora. Happy Sunday. How y'all doing? Where's the book? PSA membership PSA. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad it stopped raining. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Jenna. So you would make it more about his mom than about you. Ain't nothing shaking mother's love. That's respectful of you to kind of want it to be about her and not about you. Thank y'all for coming on today. I wasn't really expecting many people today because it's Mama's Day. Figured y'all be out doing you. Yes. You're listening to WXNALP Nashville 101.5 FM. Tracking back, that was Major with A Mother's Love. And shout out to all the maternal or just the parents in general. And today, I know we're celebrating Mother's Day, but this day and age, families are set up so differently. And so your family might look a little different. But there's definitely some nurturing going on. So shout out to all the mamas, the aunties, everybody, and just those who are nurturing and pouring into our youth. And not even just our youth, into some of the grown folk too. Thanks for loving on us too. Shucks. That was Major with A Mother's Love. If you're just tuning in, hey, this is DJ Jelly. I'm here with Dear Jelly, and we're having a conversation with some pretty awesome people right now on TGI Jelly on Facebook, as well as on YouTube if you want to join the conversation. But in the meantime, let's get into what we are talking about. Sorry, pulling up the DMs. The famous DMs. Okay, so this is what we have. It says, who do you celebrate Mother's Day with? So this son is in a dilemma. It's Mother's Day, and who does he spend it with? Mom is expecting the son to spend the day with her, and wife is expecting for them to spend the day together. Who gets the day? Do you celebrate mom earlier in the week or previous weekend, and Mother's Day is reserved for your wife? Or do you spend the morning with your mom and the afternoon with your wife? What does one do? So he's in a dilemma, and he wants to know. Sorry, y'all, I get a little nervous when I hear noises. He wants to know, what should he do? What should they want to know what should be done. So the wife wants it. Is like the wife. It sounds like the wife is like, okay, that's great. I'm the wife and I'm the mama too. So the day needs to go to me, and mom says the day needs to go to her, all her, because she's the matriarch of the family. I feel like this is something that y'all should talk about prior to getting together, especially depending on the type of close-knit family you come from. Before I answer that, before I go more into that and see what everybody else has to say, I want to share with you about NOAH. Nashville Organized for Action and Hope, or NOAH, is a coalition that works to give voice to traditionally marginalized people. NOAH engages ordinary people in the political and economic decisions affecting their lives, acting as a unified voice for the faith and justice community to act on its values in the public arena. More information at noahtn.org. All right, so what do we have here? What do we have here? All right, Jenna says, we used to go to both my grandparents' houses. For me, I will probably spend it with my mother-in-law when I get one, since my mom is no longer here. I would want it to be a celebration by both of us. Okay, so that's a good thing, I guess, probably to also, like, in the beginning, let him know, especially if it's a mama's boy, What do we do about the mama's boys? Or mama's girls. Like what if the mom is just like, what if wifey is just like, yeah, it's about me and my mom, so the two of us are just gonna disappear. Are y'all okay with? I mean, are y'all okay with that? Jenna says, take mama and me out or cook. We can do it at her house. What if she don't want you at her house? I mean, I'm not trying to stir the pot. I'm just saying. Hey, Marquita. Marquita says, celebrate them both and be creative. His wife is definitely number one. Oh! And this text message sounds like, text message does not sound like mom thinks wife is number one. So, this is where conversation really comes in great, because not everybody is going to think that. It's like, well, mom is the matriarch, and mom is the matriarch. So it should all be about their mama. Whereas it sounds like Marquita's saying wife is number one. That's why them conversations come into play. Jenna says, make it about both. Can't not celebrate the wife, though, if she has carried and gave birth to his kids. Yes, but if not for the mama, there will be no he to have had carried kids for. I'm just saying. That's probably what the mama feels. This is good, though, because I feel like it's conversations that we should have. Have y'all ever been in a situation where you've been with a mama's boy? I have. You've been with a mama's boy, and it's just like literally everything is what she says, what she wants. I've been there. It is a very uncomfortable place to be. And so, yes, Jenna, that's what I was just getting ready to say. Shout out to you. She said, hence why you got to know what family you are marrying into. LOL. Definitely. It is something you definitely got to be prepared for. Be prepared for. And so, all right. Let's get into the mom. So here's a question though. If you could describe the kind of mom you were and kind of relate that person to like a sitcom mom, TV mom, if your mom was a TV mom, who would you compare your mom to? And who would your ideal mother-in-law be? I'm just saying. Who? I think that would be an interesting thing to kind of figure out. Who would your Superwoman be? Speaking of Superwoman, here's Alicia Keys with Superwoman. Listen, Dear Jelly on the X. Why is Alicia Keys in here under Alicia Keys Smith? Did she change her name for the... She got some songs under Smith? What is that about? I got questions. Hey, Keisha. So I've been here before with a whole mama's boy, and I want to hear, like, Marquita, you're married. T, you've been married. Lakeisha, you've been married. Like, what is that like? Did you have to have that type of conversation beforehand, or that just wasn't even a thing with your in-laws? Like, it was understood that Mother's Day is about you, or did you lead in who it would be about? I'm just curious, because I did, I wasn't going. The wife comes first, though. I mean, that's what Marquita said. She was like, the wife is number one. That's not always the case. Which, like you said before, is why it's good to have that conversation. Yes, I am. Okay, so you say your mom would be like Claire Huxtable? Spicy, witty. Yes, I am. I just want to know what kind of conversation you would have, though. Like, how do you even bring that up? I appreciate y'all being here, though, on Mother's Day. You all have littles, and you have friends, and you have mothers. You both leave your parents and become one. That's the theory. That is the theory. But I mean, I know people who, their mom is still number one, so they go out of town and go and be with their mother. They might leave their spouses at home. Um, you know, leave their spouse at home and go be with mommy. It's not uncommon. I've always envisioned being able to just kind of go and make it about my mama. You say both of them, Tia? Tia say both of them. I'm trying to think if I could make my mother, if I could envision who she would be as a sitcom, as a TV person, who would she be? You said Claire Huxtable. My mom's not spicy like that though. But that I asked the question and I can't even answer it. That's funny. You said, what? I mean, I would feel some type of way if I carried his children for 9 months. I mean, but even like there's a sitcom reality TV show that I was watching, and it was all about his mama. And I mean, he lived with his child's mother, but she just kind of had to be on the back burner. Hey, Kayla. You're listening to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM. Tracking back, that was Alicia Keys with Superwoman. Speaking of Superwoman, there's some pretty super women on the line today. Live chat on TGI Jelly on Facebook, as well as TGI Jelly on YouTube. And once again, shout out to all the super women, super nurturers, super aunties, super godmoms, grandmas, teachers, all the super nurturers that pour into our youth. Happy Mother's Day. Happy, happy, happy day to you. If you're just tuning in, we are talking about a situation where basically, I'm paraphrasing a text, but it says, who do you celebrate Mother's Day with? So this son is in a dilemma. It's Mother's Day, and who does he spend it with? Mom is expecting the son to spend the day with her, and wife is expecting for them to spend the day together. Who gets the day? Do you celebrate mom earlier in the week or previous weekend, and Mother's Day is reserved for your wife? Or do you spend the morning with your mom and the afternoon with your wife? What does one do? That is the dilemma, because both mom and both wife want it to be about them. I'm going to track back just a little bit, just a little bit. We talked, repeating what Jenna said. Jenna says, hence why you got to know what family you are marrying into. And it's true. You got to know what family you're marrying into. And Jenna was saying if she could describe her mother as a television mom, she said her mom would be Claire Huxtable. I don't know who I would describe my mom as, though, because she's definitely creative and hardworking like Claire Huxtable, but she's not spicy like Claire Huxtable. So who? Oh, she's definitely not Martin's mom. No, not Gina's mom either. I'm trying to think. I don't know whose mom. I don't know who a TV mom. TV mom. Would I make maybe like Aunt Viv? I think my mom maybe might be like Aunt Viv. Yeah, maybe Aunt Viv. I'll go with Aunt Viv. I'll take Aunt Viv. Jenna says the wife comes first, though. Well, not everybody thinks the wife comes first. And, but it's definitely, like you said, worth having a conversation. Jenna says you both leave your parents and become one. Yes, that is the idea. That is the hope anyway, right? Until the holidays. Then what do you do? I mean, and I know people who, like, during Mother's Day, he goes with his mother, she goes with her mother. And they both travel, and it just works out. They're both with their mothers, and everybody's happy. And so, happy, happy, happy. We want to make them happy. Maybe that could work, right? Unless she doesn't have a mom. Well, he doesn't have a mom. Then I guess you just go with whatever mom's available. So many different ways this can go. Lakeisha says, nope, wasn't the case in my situation. I, as the wife, came first in some things, but it wasn't always the case, and many disagreements came behind it. Ooh, see? It wasn't always the case. Many disagreements came behind it. Tia says, I think you can compromise. Both of them. And for those who are listening on Radio Land, she literally said, both of them. Both of them. BOFFEM. Both of them. That means she mean it like we celebrate both of them. Everybody getting loved. Jenna says, I mean, I would feel some type of way if I carried his child for 9 months. I mean, even if you didn't carry his child, if there is a child and you're a mother and it's not his child or it's his bonus child, still, you know, you kind of want that day to be about you, especially if you're the type of nurturer that does everything for everybody. It's like, oh, today is about me. But if the matriarch is demanding his time, kind of feel like you would have a clue about that. You would know about that prior to, because there will be signs while you're dating, right? Signs that of who run the world. Mama. Tia says, you all are family at that part. Family sacrifices for each other. Honor your mama and the woman that carried your babies. Or what if she feels like you're always going to have your wife, you're not always going to have your mama? Just saying. So then she might want to make it about mama. Make it about mama. Jenna says, yeah, I don't want a mama's boy. Now, a man that loves his mama, yes, but not a mama's boy. Okay, so Jenna's like, no mama's boys. Those mama boys be real, though. Like, that's a real situation. That's a real thing. It can be a red flag. Some people, I mean, that's why boundaries come in. Conversations need to be had because it can be a lot. So I'm looking for all these Mother's Day songs. Mother's Day songs today. While I'm looking for the Mother's Day song, I do want to share with you guys the programming you hear on WXNA is made by people just like you. This station is completely homegrown, featuring nearly 80 DJs from the community, bringing their unique voices and tastes to the airwaves. And it's all supported by friends and neighbors whose generosity keeps WXNA going. That's what community radio is all about. And all of us need to chip in for it to work. Do your part and donate now at WXNAFM.org. So that's what we're talking about today. What do you do? Have you been there before? How do you deal with it? How do you bring that up? If he's a mama's boy, what if he doesn't know he's a mama's boy? Ooh, mama said. Oh, mama said, mama said. What if you don't know? What if he doesn't know he's a mama's boy? What do you do? What do you do if he doesn't know he's a mama's boy? I have met some men who didn't know. And I was watching the show, and I know it was a TV show, but still, it was like a reality show where the man literally bought a house two doors down from his mother so he could be by her. And then the mother had a key to the house. She was in the house early in the morning, cooking his breakfast, packing his lunch, hugging him and kissing him. He had a whole family. Like, there are boundaries, but to some people, it's like, nope, that's mama. Mama comes first. Mama is everything. Mama. Everything is mama. Speaking of mama, here's Mama New Love by Anthony Hamilton. You listen to Dear Jelly on the X. Hey, trying to find more mother songs. Oh, that is not a mama song. Okay, sorry. Keisha, I feel like it should be both and that it shouldn't be that complicated, but different folks, different strokes. That's real though. Because some people, some cultures, somewhere, mama. Jenna, you might not always have your wife though. Folks leaving here. That's true. So I don't know if he should be like first half of the day with wife, and then they go and do the mommy thing later. What y'all think? Better celebrate both while you have a chance. That's real. I love them though on TikTok. Oh, yes. You know that man and his mama. That's crazy. I was like, what did I stop off on here? Okay, right here. Yes, you done mess around and lost your woman, TikToking with your mama. That was a hot mess. You better make sure the wife is happy you gotta sleep with her. No, he ain't gotta sleep with her. He can sleep with his mama. While you getting food and whatever else made for you for your mammy. That is not a song about mama. What? I'm just saying, these folks, he better send his mom some flowers and spend some time with his wife. I mean, or are y'all in favor of she gonna be with her mama, he gonna be with his mama, and then y'all just do the whole Mother's Day thing together a different day? Because since you married her, hi Nina, since you married her, Mother's Day should be every day, right? With your spouse. I'm just saying. I kind of like that version. Well, like I said, make it about me in the morning, and we do her in the evening so the matriarch feels honored. You're listening to WXNA Nashville 101.5 FM. Tracking back, that was Anthony Hamilton with Mama New Love. Mama New Love. You're tuned in to Dear Jelly with DJ Jelly. Hey, 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 how you doing? Having a great conversation with some pretty wonderful people. Happy Mommy's Day. Happy Nurturer's Day. Happy Lovey Day. Happy Parent Day. Happy Sunday to everybody who is tuned in. I appreciate you being here. You literally could be anywhere, especially on a holiday. Some are eating some great food somewhere. Did you got some good meals today? You just know on holidays, people are somewhere hopefully serving up some really great meals. And what y'all cooking? What we having? What are we eating? What's for dinner? What's a Mother's Day dinner? Shout out to you. If you're just tuning in, we're having a conversation and we are talking about a scenario that was sent in. I'll go ahead and redo that now. Who do you celebrate Mother's Day with? So the son is in a dilemma. It's Mother's Day, and who does he spend it with? Mom is expecting the son to spend the day with her, and wife is expecting for them to spend the day together. Who gets the day? Do you celebrate mom earlier in the week or previous weekend, and Mother's Day is reserved for your wife? Do you spend the morning with your mom and the afternoon with your wife? What does one do? What does one do? Hey, Jody, what does one do? And so earlier, Jenna was saying, yeah, I don't want a mama's boy. Now, a man that loves his mom, yes, but not a mama's boy, because I think it's just a whole red flag on the mama's boys. Red flag on the mama's boys. And Lakeisha was saying, I feel like it should be both and that it shouldn't be that complicated. But different folks, different strokes, which is true. Because in some people's families, it is mom, mom, and then mom. Jenna says you might not always have your wife though, folks leaving here, which is true. Like tomorrow's not promised, so you definitely want to make sure that you're honoring the one that you are loving or that is loving you. Who's loving you? Jenna says better celebrate both while you have a chance. Yes, and she mentioned I love them though, that couple on TikTok. So it's a couple on TikTok, but it's not really a couple. It's a mom and her son, and their dynamic is just weird. Like the boundaries. Doing TikToks together, and nothing wrong with doing TikToks together though, but just like everything was about the mom. Valentine's Day, he didn't even acknowledge the girlfriend, the baby mama, because everything was about the mom. Certain holidays is all about the mom. And I understand without our mothers we wouldn't be here, but at the same time, I'm just saying, you're gonna have to stop suckling at some point. But I digress. Jenna says he better make sure the wife is happy. You got to sleep with her unless he snuggled up next to mommy. Lakeisha said he better send his mom some flowers and spend some time with his wife. Jenna says don't come home and you on the sofa. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Don't come home, you on the sofa. But if he's anything like that one couple that do the TikToks with his mommy, then he's going to be, hey, Nina, then he's going to be probably just going next door and sleeping in his mom's house. Jenna says, and shoot, if I'm the mama, which I am of a son, I would tell Tyler, you better make sure your wife feels loved and celebrated. And that's good. And we should do that. And I'm pretty sure he's going to want to honor you. He's going to want to love you, Jody. He's going to want to love you. But at the same time, got to make sure that she also feels honored, right? Nina says, tough question. Unless there's a Mother's Day celebration with the whole family, the day might need to be split on a separate day. Okay, so if you do it on a separate day, who gets the real holiday? The wife or the mom? Who gets the real holiday? And who gets the separate day? Who you gonna choose? Because that's gonna be a hard one. Especially if it's a mama's boy. Who gets the real day? Nina says that relationship in particular sounds unusual. V-Day, the mom's first priority. That's weird. Yes, especially because Valentine's Day was her birthday. So she has Mother's Day, she has Valentine's Day, and so he doesn't even acknowledge her. And like she has a key to their house. She's in their house every morning at 5 a.m. Cooking and cleaning and doing things for him and setting him off for work as if it's like he's going to school. I mean, but he ended up losing his fiance though. Like, date your mama. Date your mama. Okay, Jenna says the wife. The wife gets the real holiday. I don't know if that's gonna fly though. With your mom? I got compliments yesterday because my mom was like, yay, your gift came on time. Because let's be clear, I am terrible when it comes to mailing things. And sometimes it doesn't get there on time. And she don't like that. And so if his mother is particular, that might not fly too well. Nina says the wife, maybe they can switch years. That's fair. So they're going to switch years like custody? Like custody. I don't know if that's going to go over I just don't know if that's going to go over too well. I really should be laughing, but that's real. That is a real conversation you would have to have and have set in stone because somebody gonna be mad. And I have a feeling he's not gonna want it to be his mama. She gonna be like, "Oh, you forgot about me. Oh, you got a woman now. So now you forgot about me. Who brought you in this world?" I'm just trying to say, don't forget your mama. Don't forget your mama. Here's Carrie Underwood with "Don't Forget to Remember Me." You listen, Dear Jelly on the X. I done pulled out some Carrie Underwood. How did that happen? Today's music is all over the place. That's hilarious. Jenna, I might would like the cooking and cleaning though. Mama fixed me a plate too. She didn't fix her no plate. She didn't fix her no food. She just did him. She didn't do the grandson. And she literally would walk in a bedroom and wake him up. Real talk. Crazy. But that's somebody's real life. That's somebody's real life. Nina said yes, LOL. I splitting him up like custody. You get him this holiday, I get him next? No. But if you have a mom, I feel like girls' moms, and I might get bitten for this, and sorry. I feel like girls' moms are more understanding than boys' moms. But I don't know, Lakeisha, you still on? Because you got a boy and a girl. You got boys and girls, so we gotta wait till you grown to figure out. I mean, I don't know though. You kind of chill though. I feel like you will be pushing for them to spend that time with their wife. Never mind. Look at I asked. Jenna, I know, but we wouldn't need to talk about fixing everyone a plate. Please and thank you. She ain't fixing everybody a plate. She said she got up and did all that stuff for him because she knows that his fiance was not getting up in the morning and making breakfast for him and fixing his lunch and sending him on his way. Man, this song is long. Tia said depends on the mama, I think. I think if your mom is in a different state, it will be easier. Right? Definitely. If your mom's in a different state, it will definitely be easier. You can just mail her something, call her in the morning. But his mama was like, celebrate me now. It's a long song. I'm gonna just cut it off. Whose comment was on last? Man, that was a long song. Okay, Carrie, it was pretty, but it was long. Goodness. You're listening to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM. And checking back, that was Carrie Underwood with Don't Forget to Remember Me. Speaking of not forgetting to remember me, we're having a conversation about remembering and honoring and celebrating your mother or your wife. How do you do it? Mother's Day, who gets priority? Who gets the day? Who's the main one you celebrate? Who gets the day before or the day after or the next week? Who gets the big woo-hoo about? And then who just, who do you maybe celebrate daily so they don't feel left out? I feel like Mother's Day, the big one should be like for the mother-in-law. And then maybe for the wife, you better do it up all week long for her. I'm just saying it needs to be Mother's Week is what I feel like if we're going to make that compromise for your mom. But that's just me. I do want to share with you about Conexión Americas. Conexión Americas and its indivisible campaign unites Nashvillians to uphold the promise of an invisible nation that celebrates the roots and possibilities of all its people. For over 15 years, Conexión Americas, raising hearts and voices for a welcoming community and creating opportunities where Latino families can belong, contribute, and succeed. Updates and upcoming volunteer opportunities at Conexión, Conexion, Americas.org. All right, so if you're just tuning in, hey, happy Sunday, happy day to you. If you are a mother, caregiver, happy Mother's Day to you. We're having a conversation about a message that came through. It said, who do you celebrate Mother's Day with? So this son is in a dilemma. It's Mother's Day. And who does he spend it with? Mom is expecting the son to spend the day with her, and wife is expecting wife is expecting for them to spend the day together. Who gets the day? Do you celebrate mom earlier in the week or previous weekends, and Mother's Day is reserved for your wife? Do you spend the morning with your mom and the afternoon with your wife? What does one do? How do you even have this kind of conversation? Like when you're dating, do you turn around and be like, hey, do you go all out for your mama? Because if you do, what if you had a wife? How do you have that conversation? I know Nina was saying the wife, maybe they can switch years. That's fair, which I thought was kind of comical. So I'm like, wait, are we gonna switch him like a child? Like we have custody. Like you get him this holiday this year, and then I'll get him next year. Like, how does that work? Jenna says, I would like the cooking and cleaning though. Mama fix me a plate too, in reference to that couple that does stuff on, well, not couple. Why do you call them a couple? It's a mother and a son that does stuff on TikTok together. And the boundaries are just really weird. Just weird. Jenna says, I know, but we would need to talk about fixing everyone a plate, please and thank you. No, she ain't fixing everybody a plate. She wants you to get your behind up and fix your own plate. Nina says she agrees on that. Tia says, depends on the mama, I think. I think it does depend on the mother. Like, I feel like my mom will be okay as long as you acknowledge her and don't forget her and send her something. But I mean, I've met people. What's up, Ramiel? I've met people who have been with people who it's like, the matriarch. We honor her. There is no one else but her. After we've done a big woo-to-woo-to-woo-to-do-to-do about her, then we switch it up to whoever else is left. And some people are okay with that. Some people are not. Tia says, good in-laws make things super easy. But what if your in-law thinks that it's making things easy, that you recognize that it's about her? Mama's party. Hey. And then she's like, hey, when you get older, it can be a party for you. Jenna says, spending time with both should be easy if you are in the same state. Bruh, better figure it out, but the wife still comes first. So what's the advice? Any advice, Ramiel? What's the advice that you would give this person? They want to know who gets the day. Do you celebrate mom earlier in the week or previous weekend and Mother's Day reserved for your wife? Or do you spend the morning with your mom and the afternoon with your wife? What do you do? Do you do with the wife first and then everything else is about the mother-in-law? Which is what I think I would do. What do you do? It's Mother's Day. They both want attention. They both want it to be all about them. I feel like he should make a Mother's Week for the wife. Forget the day. Make it the whole week. And then that morning, make it still about the wife. And then they can just go and then make it all about the mama. That's what I think. That's my opinion. What do y'all think? What's an up to beat mama's song? I want to hear a mama, mama, mama. Hey, mama, mama, mama. Oh, here's one. I'm just saying, because we love the mamas. Speaking of mom, here's Megan Trainor with Mom. You listen to Dear Jelly on the X. Got a mom like mine. Lakeisha, in all honesty, if I was with someone and it's an issue with who gets to celebrate specific holidays, then I'm out. So it's a deal if he takes the kids. That actually not a. You might have a mom, you might be the mom, but ain't nobody got a mom like mine. So, and then some people, that is what works for them, is to go ahead and take the. That might be good. Mother's Day break for you. Take them kids. He take the kids to the grandma, and they love on her, and you get a nap. I feel like you would learn while dating. You would see the red flags and see that it will be an issue. It's what I feel like. If he takes the kids with him, deal. Come on, mommy time. Ha ha. Probably wife first, but celebrate the day on Saturday because good luck taking them out on Mother's Day. People still get out on Mother's Day. You can make reservations, or he can cook. I don't mind sharing a day every once in a while, but if it's always an issue, then it's a no for me. Yeah. Jenna, shoot and send me to the spa. I'm just saying, if you make it Mother's Week and you taking them people, to your mamas, got a love like mine. I'm in full agreement with what y'all saying. What's up? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Whose car are you in today?
My wife's. Finally getting a rental car tomorrow.
Cool.
So,
Ooh.
okay.
What's You're listening to WXNA LP Nashville 101.5 FM. Tracking back, that was Megan Trainor featuring Kelly Trainor with Mom. And sorry if y'all heard me laugh. It's because DJ Juan came in the building tearing up stuff. Coming in here trying to shake it, spice it up a bit. And if you're just tuning in, we're having a conversation. Shout out to y'all. We're having a conversation, and basically the conversation was, who do you celebrate Mother's Day with? So this son is in dilemma. It's Mother's Day, and who does he spend it with? Mom is expecting the son to spend the day with her, and wife is expecting for them to spend the day together. Who gets the day? Do you celebrate Mom earlier in the week or previous weekend, and Mother's Day is reserved for your wife? Or do you spend the morning with your mom and the afternoon with your wife? What does one do? DJ Juan, you got people saying hello to you.
Hey.
What are your thoughts, Juan? Juan, what are your thoughts, DJ? Juan.
On what?
Mother is feeling like he should spend Mother's Day with her, and wife wants him to spend Mother's Day with her.
I think you have to do. That's the day for both moms, both the wife and the mother.
How?
Isn't there a way to do it? There's a way.
That's what we're discussing because they both want it to be about them.
You have to do something together.
Ooh, but that's not making it about them if they have to share.
No, but there's a way to make it about them if they have to share. They don't have to share everything. But maybe there's a way they can both go. I'm just saying you gotta compromise.
Gotta compromise. So
Somebody's gonna have to compromise. You can't have your son all to yourself.
I mean, in some cultures, that's gonna be hard.
I don't know. Maybe, but I think we're all adults. I think people will know how to share.
Will they?
Yeah, I hope so.
How do you say compromise or share in Espanol?
Compartir.
Compre what?
Compartir.
One more time.
Compartir.
Compartir.
Yeah, compartir.
Compartir.
Yeah, let's share together. Compartir el tiempo juntos.
Compartir
So
el tiempo juntos.
Yes, el tiempo. You share your time
El tiempo
together.
juntos.
Yeah.
Share your time together.
Yeah.
Straight from DJ Juan. So if that's your situation, you need to compartir el tiempo juntos.
Tiempo.
El tiempo juntos.
Yeah.
Straight from DJ Juan. Appreciate that, Juan.
That's my feedback.
What can we listen to? For those who might stay on and listen to WXNAFM.org or listening to 101.5 FM, what can they expect from the International Echo coming up next?
It's going to be a show about the mothers, para las madres, las mamás.
Para las madres.
Para las madres.
Las mamás.
It's going to be for both, it's going to be all about women and motherhood and whatever that means, and working while also being a mother.
Okay, sounds like it's going to be deep.
We're going to get deep.
It's going to be deep. How do you say deep in Spanish?
Profundo.
Profundo.
Yeah.
So stay tuned because it's going to be
profundo. Un show muy profundo.
Muy profundo. Shout out to you, Juan. I'll let you keep getting ready. I appreciate you. All right, so we're gonna go. Lakeisha says, in all honesty, if I'm with someone and it's an issue with who gets to celebrate specific holidays, and I'm out because that's a huge red flag and likely some unhealed issues that I don't want to deal with or work through with them. So I will go celebrate myself and him, and Mama can enjoy the day and life together. That's a compliment. Well, I can't remember the word. Jenna says, shoot, if he takes the kids with him, deal. Come mommy time. LOL. Ramil says, probably wife, but celebrate the day on Saturday because good luck taking him out on Mother's Day.
It's true.
You can still do it. Lakeisha says, I don't mind sharing the day every once in a while, but if it's always an issue, then it's a no for me. Got it. Jenna says, shoot and send me to the spa. And then we've got some, hey, DJ Juan. Hey, DJ Juan. And Jenna says, sharing is caring. And sharing is caring. Shout out to all of you today. And thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, guys, we'll see you next week. Wouldn't want to do this without you. Couldn't do this without you. I do hope the rest of your week, I hope you feel loved. Hope you feel special. Hope you feel like you matter because you do. You always have and you always will. Stay tuned if you're listening online. If you're online and on this live, tune into WXDFM.org and listen to International Echo with DJ Juan for the Madres. And if you're tuned into the radios, don't move that dial. Stay tuned. All right. We will see you next week. Love you guys. Have a great one. Bye. All right, y'all. Have a great one. I gotta get out the way so DJ Juan can get his Espanol on.